Hey there, everyone. I'm back. I know it's been a few years, but lots of life changes have been going on. I transitioned out of the Marine Corps, hence the beard and the chubbier cheeks. And I bought a house. That was a project. But I figured that it would be a good time to start up the YouTube channel again. I got a lot of fun projects coming up, a lot of fun toys. For example, like the garage. I want to remodel the garage, and I figured YouTube would be a great way to show the before and afters and my experience doing that. Same thing with the cars. As you can tell through the title, I got a fun car. So yeah, let's cut straight to it and let's go over the new 2018 C7 Z06. Here it is, the 2018 C7 Z06. It's the automatic, but yeah, like I said, we got to take one step back to take two steps forward. So here's the new project car. Doesn't need too much. I'll go over that probably in another video, everything that it needs, but yeah, dreams come true. Only took me 2 more master's degree, an enlistment with the Marine Corps, and a project house, but here she is. I like the spec. It's white, which you see all the time, but personally I think it looks amazing. I already did a few mods to it. I lowered it on the factory bolts, which was super easy. If anyone wants to do it, I mean, maybe I'll show you a video, but it was so simple. I don't even know if I can make a video of it, but looks great. Lowered. I also put it on like 5mm spacers all around just to give it a little bit more of a flush look, because coming from the factory it looks pretty sunken in and they ride extremely high. So yeah, I mean, the front bumper is really crusty. It's hard to tell on camera, but up close you can tell. Like, we're probably gonna have to get a new front bumper sometime just to clean it up the way that it needs to be cleaned. And then one unfortunate thing with this one is the fender here. So you can see the hairline crack, which is in the fiberglass. So I think this was the cheapest C7 Z06 in the country. I got a crazy deal on it. I don't want to tell you the numbers yet, but yeah, it was a no-brainer to buy this thing at the price that it was listed. Let me show you the interior, which looks pretty good. So the interior, got the red seats, a little bit of carbon in some places. I think it's either a 1LZ or a 2LZ, but it looks pretty clean in here. Look at that, back in a Corvette. One thing to note, no check engine light. And it has about 50, almost 3,000 miles on it now. I think I bought it with 50,500 or so. And honestly, all I really do with this thing is take it to the gym. So I wish I could drive it more, but I'm not in the Marine Corps anymore, so I don't have to go that many places. And I work from home most days. But yeah, here's the beast. The C7 Z06, dream car achieved, or at least one of them. It is an automatic. I know a lot of people complain about the automatic. Personally, I prefer the stick. It'd probably be more fun, but as we know, getting a stick shift C7Z, it's probably going to run you about $10,000 plus more dollars than this automatic. So me with the cars, I like getting cars that are on a deal, even if they come with a little bit of work, like I shown you on the front bumper and the front fender. But overall, we really scored on this thing. It drives very, very nice. And yeah, let me show you under the hood. Oh, wrong button. That's the trunk. Still learning. But one thing to note too, let me show you a little secret. The dealer didn't even know it came with this. Yeah. Look at this. Many of you might be wondering what that is. More on this in a few. So let's go under the hood. I'll show you. Let me turn off though, because it's a little loud. So, yeah, we scored. C7 Z06. Here's under the hood. Little dirty, but yeah, everything drives pretty freaking nice. I will admit, I bought it and the dealer only listed that it had this AFE cold air intake, which it does. I mean, they didn't lie about that, but there are a few other things that they didn't mention. and that I didn't know that I signed up for. So one is it has a 2.3 inch smaller supercharger pulley, which you see here, just to give it a few more pounds of boost. And then after I was driving it for probably a week or so, I had a like check windshield fluid light come on. And I was like, okay, I'll just get some fluid. I bought some fluid, and then I quickly realized, keep in mind I didn't get a PPI on this, it has this alky control sticker on it. I was like, what the heck is that? Well, just like the remote or the module I showed you inside, it has a methanol kit on it. So that was a little intimidating, but it's not too bad. I mean, I know methanol is kind of a touchy subject, but for this situation, it runs pretty well for it. So yeah, it has a meth kit. One thing I had to do, it had some weird tune on it, and fixed the tune, and now it picks up about 630 wheel horsepower and 670 torque. Because one thing we added in was this amazing FlexLink flex fuel system by Advanced Fuel Dynamics. I know a lot of people run the DSX flex fuel kit, but for this one, my buddy had the hookups for the Advanced Fuel Dynamics FlexLink kit. And what's cool with this kit is that it connects to Bluetooth. So between the flex fuel, the smaller pulley, the cold air intake, and the methanol kit, it put down 630 wheel. It is on stock exhaust right now too. I think what they ended up doing was taking a lot of the mods off so they can trade it in and not tell the dealer, because some chump like me was going to come by and buy this thing. So overall, it's pretty clean. You know, there's the interior, looks pretty cool. Sits nice. First, like I said, I got the trunk open. So let me close that. I did add in like the stage 2 rear wing, I guess you can call it, because really all it is just these little winglets that bolt on here. One thing I'll have to change though, I bought rust resistant hardware and they all freaking rusted, so I don't know what the deal is on that, but lots of paint work is going to have to be done, removing the emblem. It just needs a little bit of love to go a long way with this thing. And I think overall we made not only a awesome fun purchase, but we made a somewhat financially sound purchase, if a C7Z ever could become one, because we bought this so cheap. Between the front bumper being probably resprayed and getting a new front fender on eBay, we're probably still going to make out pretty well. Especially, now I know mods don't add value, but some of the mods that were already on here that the dealer did not disclose. I don't know, I need to call the dealer if it's a 1LZ or a 2LZ. It was listed as a 1LZ, but it has some 2LZ interior things, so another weird spot. But overall, either way, even with the front fender and the front bumper, we're still going to make out pretty good on this thing with how well we purchased it. So I've been driving it, and it's been a lot of fun. It rips. It's pretty clean besides what I already mentioned, but it runs good. So it's a good start to the project, good start back into the YouTube. But yeah, it's just a ton of fun. I mean, I've never had something with this much horsepower and torque, and it rips pretty good. So yeah, this is the new project. All right, in the C7 Z06. So compared to the C6 base model that we used to have on the channel, this thing rips. Like, it is very quick, especially that it's tuned on E60. You know, putting down almost 670 torque. I know it's not much compared to some Corvette guys, but for me, it's just enough. So it's quite a bit of fun. You can definitely get in trouble with this thing pretty quick. But other than that, it rides pretty nice. I just recently got it tuned with my buddy Marcus from Rosa Motorsports. Before, it had some random tune on it, I think because the previous owner just wanted to trade it in. So had a check engine light, it was just low on power, but he got it running very, very nice. So shout out to Rosa Motorsports for that. But I love the interior. In my opinion, like, the C7's almost like a C6, just with the tuxedo on. It's a little bit nicer in here, but at the end of the day, it is GM interior. but I don't really care because it's so much fun to drive. But yeah, other than that, it drives super nice. So looking forward to a lot more mods with this thing, maintenance videos, how-to videos, and just, you know, taking this super cheap C7 Z06, keep in mind it has a clean title and everything, showing you guys how I dial it in, upgrade it, make it better than it was from when I purchased it. So yeah, I'll close out the video here. I am recording on my iPhone. I have my old GoPro from back in the days, but it's being a pain in the butt to get started. So yeah, looking forward to making these videos again. If you have any thoughts, you know, I haven't said this in a few years, but like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.